Hello fellow Robloxians, welcome to the first combat tutorial in this series. This series is going to teach you how to improve your combat skills. Throughout the series we will go over more advanced topics, so even if you are not a beginner, you might want to stick around and learn a few more tricks. There will most likely be around 5 to 6 episodes, so if you're interested in that, please click the subscribe button below. It really helps my channel grow and it motivates me to continue making this content. That being said, let's jump right into it. Combat is a very popular thing on Roblox, be it Phantom Forces, jailbreak, third-person shooters, paintball games or whatever. There are all types of combat and fighting. In this series, we'll cover the RCL kind of gunfighting, also known as third-person combat. This form of combat is used in a lot of communities as well, such as Star Wars groups, modern military communities and clans. So in this video, the first video in the series, we're going over some general combat definitions and tips you should know. To begin with, I made a list with the most common definitions used by the gunfighting community on Roblox. We'll cover a few definitions in this episode, and explain the remaining ones in one of the next episodes. Let's start with some easy ones. Ping, the delay between server to player and player to server. Use Shift F3 in game to see your actual ping. Dodge, the act of moving unpredictably, or not, in an attempt to make yourself harder to aim at. In this example, the enemy walks in a straight line towards me, allowing me to take the kill within a few seconds. If you would apply a dodge on me, like here, it would make it a lot harder for me to hit shots and it would take longer to confirm the kill. A good dodge is one of the key factors to improve. As stated by the definition, a dodge is a sequence of unpredictable moves to make yourself harder to aim at. Here are a few good dodge patterns you can try. Method 1. Use spins in your dodge patterns followed by a few steps towards one side and then jumping back to the original position. Method 2. Take a few steps to the left, then jump, pretend like you're going to the right side, and then run left again. Method 3. This method is a random mix between the previous methods. Method 1 and 2 on itself aren't the most effective, but if you mix them together like here, it will become a really good dodge. OOC, out of charge, often used on medical weapons to indicate that you ran out of healing juice. Popshotting is the act of firing from cover. This is a really effective strategy for when you want to play passive aggressive. You can apply this strategy to get your opponent weak, then rush in for the kill. Or when you are on low HP and you are getting rushed, you can use this strategy instead of running away while he is rushing you. However, when you are on low HP and there is no threat of someone rushing you, I suggest you don't pop shot, but just regenerate your health and continue once you heal a bit. So how do you apply this strategy? Come out of cover, strive to expose just a little bit of your body while jumping out and try to hit a few shots on your opponent. Then land back into cover. Repeat this multiple times while trying to mix up the pattern. You can do this by changing the position where you pop out of cover. You can do a wide pop out. You are more likely to hit more shots, but you will also take more damage. You can also do a fast pop out. This way you will hit less shots, but it makes it way harder to get damaged at all. You can also do a mix of both while changing the position of where you are standing. So you do a few pops from here, then jump down and do a few pops from here. This makes it deadly for someone to rush you and contest you. Notice where I place my cursor whenever I pop out. This is called pre-aiming. You don't want to aim too close to the wall because most of your shots will be blocked by the cover that way. So if you place it around this area, you'll be able to shoot more shots at your target whenever he peeks. If you want to become a master in popshotting, you will also have to apply pre-fires in places the enemy might contest you from. This requires good prediction and timing skills, which you will automatically improve by playing a lot. If you guys want me to explain pre-firing and pre-aiming in depth, let me know in the comments so I can dedicate another episode on this. Don't expose your hand while being behind cover. This will allow the enemy team to get an easy kill on you. Here's another example. Focus fire those who have the most deaths. You are more likely to win the game if your team has more members left. A person with 11 deaths is out of the round. A person with 5 deaths can keep on fighting for a very long time. Common sense tip: make sure you reload your gun before jumping out of cover, otherwise this happens. Reload bait. Reload bait is a basic tactic that works against both noobs and more experienced players. Pop out by exposing little of yourself, bait the player to spend as many ammo as he can, then when he reloads, rush in for the kill. Works nicely against single gun users. It also works for RCL, but it's less effective because they will still have the pistol. With RCL, they can also reload bait to counter this strategy, so be careful with that. Here's a method to counter this strategy with RCL. Reload your pistol so the enemy thinks you're reloading with your main gun. Then when he pushes you, you laser him. That's it for this episode. If you haven't seen my previous combat tutorial, I recommend watching it as it explains the settings I'm using. The next episode will be about character optimization and manipulation. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.